Every weekday morning, more people report to work in the 63rd District than in any other area of Berkeley County. The district is home to large businesses like Quad Graphics and Ecolab, and government facilities like the Coast Guard, IRS, and VA Hospital, as well as small businesses that are the backbone of any economy. Now, the district's economy includes family farms that have been here for centuries, and new ventures that are bringing the 21st century global economy to Berkeley County. Hi, I'm Donn Marshall, and I'm running for the House of Delegates in Berkeley County's 63rd District. For most families, the kitchen table is the place where we talk about the impact the economy has on our lives. So today I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen table, and I'd like to talk to you about how we can protect and grow what we have, and how we can attract new businesses with secure, good-paying jobs. The key elements of my plan fall into three categories: tax and regulatory reform, education, and tapping into the global economy. Now, we've all read about the tax breaks that we give to large corporations so they'll come to West Virginia. Well, we need the corporations, but I think it's also time to give tax relief to small businesses. One example of this is eliminating the personal property tax on business inventories. Right now, if you own an auto parts store or a dress shop, you have to pay property tax on any merchandise you don't sell. Everything that's on the shelf or hanging in a display is taxed. Any equipment you use in your print shop or landscaping business is taxed. If you buy new equipment, it just means your taxes increase. If we eliminate this tax, we can put money back in the hands of local small businesses, and they'll be able to modernize their equipment and create new jobs. Now, eliminating this tax won't be easy. County budgets rely heavily on it. But if we phase it in, we can build in time for increased sales and personal tax revenues to more than compensate for any loss in inventory tax revenue. Now, along with tax reform, we need to talk about regulatory reform. We don't need to jeopardize public or consumer safety, but we do need to update our regulations and introduce an element of common sense. For example, do we really need to tell daycares how many felt tip markers they need in the classroom, or how many blocks? This is a good place to transition into talking about education and job training, another key element in my plan. We're blessed to have three great educational institutions in the Panhandle: Shepherd University, Blue Ridge Community and Technical College, and the James Rumsey Technical Institute. These institutions have demonstrated an ability to create training programs that meet business needs. What I'll do when I'm elected is encourage business and government leaders to meet with these institutions on an annual or biannual basis. We'll have summit meetings where we talk about long-range job trends and forecasts. This way we can be sure we're offering the training that we need to attract good-paying jobs today and in the future. Now, to offer this training, these institutions are going to need adequate funding, and I look forward to being a strong advocate for them in Charleston. Our educational infrastructure is only one of the many assets that we have here in the Eastern Panhandle and Berkeley County that will help us to grow this economy. Another asset is our geographic location. More than 2/3 of the U.S. population lives within a one-day's drive of Berkeley County. Now combine this with our existing infrastructure: Interstates 81 and 70, railroad lines, an airport capable of receiving international flights, and a free trade zone where manufacturing jobs can be created. And you begin to see why major investors think we should build an inland port here in Berkeley County. The inland port will mean good-paying jobs and tariff revenue that will help Berkeley County and the state. And how much it helps Berkeley County will depend in large part on how effective a voice we have in Charleston. I can be that effective voice. The world is getting smaller, and if our economy is going to grow, we need to take advantage of this. The inland port is one example of how we can do this. Apple Valley Waste offers us another example. In the next 12 to 18 months, a new facility is going to be built on the hill behind me here at the Grapevine Road Recycling Center. This facility is the result of a trip that Apple Valley Waste executives took to Italy to meet with the Ansorga Company. The result of this meeting is that Ansorga will be building a $20 million mixed waste resource recovery facility here in the 63rd District. Now that's some pretty fancy terminology. What it boils down to is this: Apple Valley Waste will bring our trash to this facility. A computerized system will sort through the trash and separate out the recyclables. What's left, most of that will be turned into fuel that can be burned in cement plants like S-Rock. This facility will be the first of its kind in the United States. Innovative technology found only in Berkeley County. While we're building it, it'll employ 100 construction workers.
once it's completed, it'll employ 10 to 12 people with salaries ranging from $45,000 to almost $100,000, the kind of salaries you can raise a family on, and it'll create jobs downstream.
Tapping into the global economy is one of the ways we can create better paying jobs here in Berkeley County. With tax and regulatory reform, solid and forward-looking job training infrastructure, and a willingness to innovate and tap into global markets, we can transform Berkeley County's economy. And I'll confess, I have an ulterior motive when it comes to good paying jobs. I don't think you should have to work 2 jobs to provide for your family. I think you should be able to sit down to a meal and spend time with your family every day. That's the way we build strong families and a stronger Berkeley County. We have so many pieces of the puzzle right here in Berkeley County. It's time to put them together and make this economy hum. With your help, with your vote, I'll go to Charleston and I'll work hard. I'll work across party lines to make this happen. When it comes to our economy, this campaign isn't about your party. It's about our future. It's about leadership, not politics. I'm Donn Marshall, and I'm asking for your support.